was it? Kicked across the face of goal. Gee, that was close. Touched on the line. Toolmart scoreboard, 3 goals, 2 to Wagin Bulldogs, 3 goals, 1 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 1 behind in it. Liam Robinson to kick out from full back. Goes with a kick, Coleman, but gee, just behind. Mark's been taken there by Toby Perrin. He's got the lovely pink boots on. Looking very special out there today. The kick forward was good, and a mark was taken by Marwick. And that was a great bit of play. Strong grab as well. He's a good footballer, this guy. Cohen Marwick.
Nearly back him, I reckon, from Sperry. You're sitting right behind him.
Yep. And a goal-scoring opportunity for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. In he comes. Kick off his boot. It's high, long, but not accurate. 1 behind, and that makes scores level on the Toolmart scoreboard. 3 goals, 2 apiece here in the first term in downtown Nyabing. Tommy Flay signalling he wants to go long with the kick. Normally a bit of a raking sort of kick. Bronson Harry in front. Missed what he could have taken. Ground level, scooping in. It was a nice pick up by the Cougs, a player in Johnson. Got the kick forward. Ryan Smith on the right half forward flank. A little bit desperate now. It's hit the ground. Pressure's on. And Bulldogs did well as Prowse was involved for the Wagin Bulldogs. Johnson there. Gibson near the ball. Coleman over the top. They fight hard for it. Howie involved. Umpire blows the whistle. It's just probably 60 metres from the goal face of the Cougars. It was 1 to ground level. Howie over the ball, shoved forward. He's going to get a free kick. Pushing the back. He was playing in front spot, and that's the best way. Sam Howie. He looks forward. Oh, has the ball smothered as he was called to play on. Under a bit of work, Smith was good. Hand pass to Peter Joyce. He looks forward, tumbles it forward. Hills was good, the young player for the Bulldogs. Sends the ball long towards Harry territory. It's fisted away by Declan Georgie. Comes to ground level. It's loose in the centre of the ground. Both teams fighting hard. Great tackle on there. As pulled down was Johnson. Kick came out of the pack once again. Tumbles forward favouring Cougars. Goes to the back of the pack. Hills gets involved. Smith over the ball. Falls over. Woods picks it up. Hand pass over to Joyce. Joyce goes back doors under pressure. Hills tries to break it up. He gets the hand pass back to Flay. Flay over the top was good to Searle. Searle for the Bulldogs kicked it. Bronson Harry couldn't quite dig the ball up. Great pick up by Sheldon Taylor. Got the hand pass to Stockton Shotter. He wheels around. He looks forward. Smith from behind. In front was Tommy Flay. It comes to Smith. Vacant territory. Puts it into the corridor. Cohen Marwick. Hand pass over the top. Beautiful play. Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Goal on the board. And a good finishing kick on goal by Blake White, I think it is.
Austin Shotter, I think.
Oh, it might be Austin Shotter. Just can't see the number.
Austin Shotter.
Definitely Austin Shotter. Good stuff. And that was great play by the Cougars. Toolmart scoreboard. 4 goals, 2 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 3 goals, 2 to the Wagin Bulldogs. And they just kept at it, Spocky.
Yeah, there's a couple of hard ball gets on the other side there before it come in there, Sperry. The Cougars did very well over there.
Certainly did. And resultant goal was excellent stuff. As we go back to the centre once again.
The Cougars put a bit of a tag on Stubbs, and he's gone out of the game a little bit.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of touches early.
Yep.
Putter over the top, or Putland, knocked it for Georgie Gibson, 2-on-1 situation. Gibson goes back doors with the hand pass, ground level. Putland picks it up, bangs the little ball forward. In front was Byron Blevin though. Collared the ball and got the kick away. Bad bounce evades Joyce. Strong as Shotter got the hand pass forward. Joyce again digs it up to Sheldon Taylor. Has a brief look, but intercepting was Tommy Flay for the Wagin Bulldogs. Gibson offers the lead. He finds him. Stockton Shotter on the mark for the Cougars. Gibson goes wide with the kick. Well, wide was the story, and Mark's been taken back there by Keys.
Howie, I think.
Sam Howie, 44. His kick was excellent. Found Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith goes inboard, sees Matthew Dare, and it was a nice kick and a good grab. 85 metres from the goal face. Matty Dare, he's going to unload with a wobbly old kick. It's not too good, actually. He's gone out of bounds on the full. Ugly. And the free kick goes to the way of the Wagin Bulldogs. Tommy Flay at half-back flank. Hills to take the free kick. Well, it wasn't a very good kick at all, but this time he might make amends. No, he can't mark the ball. Keast was there, fights hard for it for the Cougars. Boundary line's close. Sheldon Taylor did some great work in the pack. Got the hand pass out to Ryan Smith. He turns, props. Austin Shotter's made good ground, and he's found that player. He's 70 metres from home for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Austin Shotter signals he wants to go long, puts it out in front of Marwick. He's in front. South got his fist into the ball. Marwick was strong, keeps at it, thumps the ball forward. Peter Joyce made good ground. Hand pass over the top wasn't brilliant. It ended up with Tommy Flay. He turned, got the kick away. That's a strong mark by Kirk, and maybe taken a bit high or a bit of a bang there as well. And Kirk to come up with the free kick. As the siren sounds, it's a pretty interesting siren too, I might add. It sounds to finish the first term of play out here, and we see the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars 4-2, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 3-2, a margin of 6 points. 6 points? Pints? I'm almost at the pub already. And I'll tell you what, Spocky Taylor with me in commentary this afternoon, and Spocky, it was a pretty entertaining first term.
Yeah, it was. I think Wagin probably had the first 10 minutes probably had more of it, and then the Cougars fought back with, I think Nathan Dishman obviously put someone on Stubbs, and then they took him out of the middle. The Cougars probably just started to work a little bit harder over the footy, and got very, they got some couple of very easy goals and moving the ball down quick, Sperry.
Yeah, they certainly did, and it just Kukerin Dumbleyung just started looking pretty good that last 5 minutes or so. You've got some goal scorers there as well, Spocky.
Yeah, Austin Shotter for Cougars has got 2. Pete Joyce has got 1, and Patrick Smith's got 1. And for Wagin, Bronson Harry's got 1. Mitch Adams has got 1, and Aaron Farmer's got 1.
Okay, so pretty much maybe even for both teams. Wagin was a pretty good little team effort there going on. I think Tommy Flay doing some great work in defence. Bronson Harry certainly offering up forward as well. And all around, Georgia Gibson's always in amongst it. Tommy Coleman and Stubbs very early on was fantastic. Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, some of the better players.
Probably pretty even at the moment, but Stubbs got
it's a
plenty
team effort for sure.
Yeah, Stubbs got plenty of it in the first. I didn't mind Robinson thought Robinson did a little right for Wagin, Sperry.
Yep.
Number 4 up forward for Wagin.
Yeah,
the target, Bronson Harry. Yeah, that's about. The red-headed fellow in the back line, Hills, is it? Brody Hills?
Yeah, Brody Hills, yep, handy footballer. Just for the Cougars as well. Peter Joyce has certainly been offering at centre-half forward, hasn't he?
Yeah, Sheldon Taylor in and hard over the footy.
Yeah.
Joey Woods got a little bit out in the half-forward flank there. 2 Shotter boys getting a little bit of it, and Byron Brevin, of course, down back.
Yeah, as well. And I think Ryan Taylor's met that ball a few times out of defence, especially early on, was very good as well. We want to thank the Nyabing Community Hub and Inn. Great food, warm atmosphere, and awesome cold drinks. Scott and Karen Bennett, we're going to call in and catch up with those guys at the end of the game today. Sponsoring Big K football this Sunday afternoon. Liberty Rural, of course, bringing you the game. They're agents for Shell. Kelvin Andrews is the man, 0488 678 018. And they've got the best price on diesel. All through the great southern region, give the guys a call. Peter Rundle, MLA, of course, doing a fabulous job. Peter Rundle, there's plenty, he's been very, very busy in recent times with all the goings on. He's got the office there in Narrogin. You can contact Peter on 988 11225 if you need to speak to him at all. And, of course, all the other usual sponsors we've got. Second quarter coming up will be Joe Fanchi, Real Estate in Wagin. Matty Spur, your local support when you're buying or selling real estate. We'll talk about that as we go through. We're going to take a quick break, come back very soon for the second term here in downtown Nyabing. And the Liberty Rural match of the day, the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars versus the Wagin Bulldogs. 4-2 to the Cougars, 3-2 to the Wagin Bulldogs.
Actually going to sit him at an arrow.
Football, upper grade southern football here in downtown Nyabing. It is, of course, the Liberty Rural match of the day. The Cougars hosting the Wagin Bulldogs. The Cougars in front by 1 goal. 4 goals 2 to 3 goals 2. It's been an entertaining first quarter thus far. Second quarter brought to you by Joe Fanchi Real Estate. Matty Spur, local support when you're buying or selling real estate. Phone 0406 913 243. Spocky Taylor in commentary with me this afternoon. It's been a great afternoon so far, Spocky.
Yeah, it has. And Jared Norton and Ty Miller told me to give him a mention today. He's umpiring. So,
well, they're doing a good job as well, these umpires thus far. So let's hopefully they keep the good job going. Let's go to it. Tommy Coleman went high. Stubbs runs onto the ball. 3-on-1 situation, though. Cougars get plenty of numbers there. Ground level. It spits out. It was picked up by Gibson. He banged the ball forward. Wardle was at ground level. Nice pick up down there by the player 32, which was Coleman. Got the kick forward. It comes to ground level. Good pick up by Bronson Harry. Goes back doors to Searle. Went for Kirk. Good fist by Byron Blevin. Follows the ball up. Now Coleman picks it up. Swings the hand pass wide. It was taken by Perrin. Underground pass went to Dare. Banged it on his boot. Sent it forward. Stockton shot. It was at the end of it. He drives the kick forward. It was beautiful. Peter Joyce led. Found him right on the chest as well. He's on right centre wing. Holds back on the kick. Cohen Marwick was in front. It was a good lead. He's found that player. He's 75, 80 metres from home. Marwick signals he wants to go long with the kick towards the top of the goal square. Ground level. Bulldogs have some numbers back there. Picked up by Manuel. Goes forward to Hills under pressure. Goes back to Ellington. Lays it off to Prowse. The young player runs. Drives the long kick forward. Harry was in front. He's opposed there. It was a good little fist away by a man in Declan Georgie. Came to ground level. Great pick up by Byron Blevin. The kick was piercing, but it went straight to a player in Prowse for the Wagin Bulldogs. His kick was mucked up. He went forward. Perrin was in the way. He marks the pink-booted boy. He's on the right half forward flank for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Decides to kick a long high one. Smith was there, and it was a strong grab, but it was taken by Marwick, was it?
yeah, Marwick.
Gee, that was a nice grab, a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day. And he's certainly a target to kick to, and a very smart footballer, Cohen Marwick.
He did work hard then, Sperry, because he was right up where Perrin had actually got the footy before, and then he's ran back.
Okay, well, in he comes, and it's a great kick off his boot this time. Goal on the board for the Cougars. Toolmart scoreboard, 5 goals 2 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 3 goals 2 to the Wagin Bulldogs, and that was a nice bit of play by the Cougars.
Yes, it was.
32 plays 20, and it's a 12-point ball game here at the Liberty Rural match of the day in downtown Nyabing. Second quarter brought to you by Joe Fanchi Real Estate. Local support when you're buying or selling real estate. 0406 913 243. As a 12-point buffer there to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. This time Rucks go to it. Coleman wins it up. Hand pass comes out from Gibson to Kirk. Kirk sends the ball forward. Blevin and Howie leading in the race for the ball. As charging forward, or just trying to dig up a player for Wagin 32, and Blevin just settles. That was a nice kick forward, but getting back was Tommy Flay as out of bounds on the full. So it goes. The kick comes back into Josh Kirk. So is it Conway 32 for the Wagin Bulldogs? Okay, Conway. So he's another player just come up from reserves, that's all. So Tommy Flay switches play. Good kick out to Mark Ellington. It was a magnificent kick. Ellington runs his full 10 and drills the pass forward, getting called out of it. Wardle takes the mark. Ben Wardle for the Wagin Bulldogs. He goes with the kick forward, tries to place it. Putters come out, just couldn't quite get there. Ground level, Kingston was there. Putland picks it up. That was a great hand pass back in. Oh, the ball was smothered. Great work by Lockie Ward. Comes to ground level, taken once again by Gibson. Weighted numbers, Howie. He gets it from Ryan Smith. Kicks forward. Oh, gee, Peter Joyce. Well, he went to play on. It was a fabulous tackle from behind as well. Hand pass. Now it's broken up by the Bulldogs to Hills. Sent the ball forward. desperate fist on the ball by Byron Blevin was excellent. Ground level, Dare fights for the ball. He's opposed to Kirk. Umpire lets it go. Good umpiring. Comes to Coleman. He gets the hand pass out to Hills. Hills looks forward, charging across with Sutherland. Dropped what he should have taken. Now it comes to Wardle. He looks forward, drills the pass in, and the mark was taken down there by Farmer for the Wagin Bulldogs. Great play. He goes with the hand pass, not confident with the kick. Goes to Wardle, into the corridor. Putland flew high. Ground level it comes. It goes now, and a quick kick from Declan. Georgie went out. It's chopped off by Tommy Coleman. Back to Stubbs. He turns. He just bangs it on his boot. Putland was there, and he let it bounce through for a goal for the Wagin Bulldogs. Beautiful player contender for the Sports Power. Narrogin goal of the day. Toolmart scoreboard. 5 goals, 2 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 4 goals, 2 to the Wagin Bulldogs. 6-point margin, Spocky Taylor.
Yeah, nice kick there from Stubbs. Front and centre of the pack when it come out. It was socket out of the full-back line. And
hard work, wasn't it? Just persistence, I think, got him the goal in the end.
Yeah.
Great work, and also a nice little layoff out here with the hand pass out.
Probably a drop mark on the other side by Sutherland. Should have seen the Cougars down the other end, Spirit.
Yeah.
That's football.
Yeah, it is. So Conway, we just got to get him written down. Okay, the centre. Now I'm looking up. Kirk's got the ball for the Bulldogs. Dropped me Biro as well. Kick went forward. It's in ground level. Putland did well. Put it out towards Wardle. It's a high kick. Might bring some more rain. Goes to the right forward pocket off hands. It's gone out of bounds on the full. And Rocky Ward will come up with the relieving free kick for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars while I dig my Biro up as we get back to it. Ward, he sees Blevin available, decides he's going to go that way. It's a weighted kick. It's good. A well-weighted kick. It was beautiful. Mark's being taken by Blevin. Blevin spears a little pass forward, intervening. Good stuff there by Searle. Ryan Smith was good. Hand pass forward to Perrin. Around a little bit of traffic. Goes with a kick forward. It was good. Peter Joyce has really presented brilliantly thus far in the game. Centre half forward. Lays it on coming out. It was a long lead by Smith. He found him. It was a delicate kick. He wheels left foot. Drives a long one back, and White, beautiful, running with the flight of the ball, has marked it at centre half forward for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Nice manoeuvre.
Might be a little bit far out, I think, Sperry.
Okay. Well, he's going to kick from inside 50, but it still takes a pretty decent kick. Cougars looking for another goal on the board. 6-point margin at the moment in favour of the Cougars. In he comes, pretty close to the man on the mark. He's got the distance, he's got the accuracy as well. Goal on the board for the Cougars. Toolmart scoreboard. 6 goals, 2 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 4 goals, 2. A margin of 12 points. And good football and nice bit of play out of defence by the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Spocky?
Yeah, they worked it well. Good kick out to Levin, and then young Perrin up the side, and a good long lead by Paddy Smith, who worked hard, kept on leading all the way up the ground.
Certainly was. So we've got back to the centre once again. Joe Fanchi Real Estate sponsoring this second term. Putland in the ruck, Dare flew high. I think Putland probably got the best of it. Followed the ball up and toe poked it forward. Running onto it was Searle, I think. Went long with the kick. Harry was in front. Ground level was a good pick up by the big man. Goes back in after the ball. It comes to Ryan Taylor. Under a bit of pressure, he wheels around. He drove the ball out. It's gone out of bounds on the full. And the free kick will go to Logan Finlayson for the Wagin Bulldogs. Finlayson with the ball. 70 metres away from the goal. Drives it long. I don't think anyone's home for the Bulldogs, and Lockie Ward, uncontested, takes the mark for the Wagin Bulldogs. Sorry, for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Goes wide with the kick. It was good. The left footer with a kick forward to Byron Blevin. Just not sure who that little left foot. It's 12. Declan Georgie.
Declan George. Yep.
Just got to connect with him over the top. White runs onto the ball. Just couldn't quite pick it up. Now he does. Hand pass back inboard was excellent. The kick goes in long and deep, right to the goal square. Back of the pack. A shotter runs in. That was Austin. Just grabbed off the ground. And a kick. I'm pretty sure.
Hit the post.
Would have been a goal of the day scenario. But on the Toolmart scoreboard, it's 6 goals, 3 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 4 goals, 2. here in the second term. And let's see, we got 39, plays 26, so a 13-point margin in favour of the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. So out of full-back. Kick comes in from Harry, drives it long, South was there, ground level, was taken by Johnson, yeah, banged it on his boot, sent it forward, coming out Marwick. That was a nice grab as well. I suggest it's a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day. He's certainly been a bit of a focal point, as has Peter Joyce at centre half forward. So Marwick going for team goal number 7 here. In he comes. Couple of stabs. Oh, ugly kick. Off his boot, through for one behind. He pulled it to the left. Toolmart scoreboard, 6 goals 4 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 4 goals 2 to the Wagin Bulldogs. Some 14-point margin in favour of the Cougars. As Tommy Flay drives a long kick out. Gee, that's a magnificent kick out of defence. Finds Mark Ellington wide. He's got Wardle. Situation, Sutherland came through, affected the spoil. Ground level was shot, handled without the ball and taken high. And he comes up with a free kick for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. As players aren't too happy. But Shotter looks wide. Brian Taylor offered a run from defence. The kick went long. Flay was there. Couldn't mark, but his recovery skills are excellent. Sweeping hand pass to Kirk, who goes wide to Finlayson. Not sure which way to go. Another sweeping hand pass wide to Farmer. Goes with the long kick. Harry in front. Couldn't quite mark the ball. Georgie did well. Ground level. Sutherland with the ball. It's a dangerous kick as he goes wide. White gets back though. No, it's Johnson. He marks the ball for the Cougars. Races away. Drives it long, but it's going to be taken off him by Putland. The bouncing kick went forward. It could favour the Bulldogs, as getting back was a player there in Farmer. It's in the right full forward pocket region. Umpire lets it go and signals it's out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in. Gee whiz. Good bit of play as the ball is thrown in. Rucks go to it. No clear knock there anywhere. Ground level. Goes through a few legs. Fighting hard for it. It's flicked out. Taken out there by Keeley. Josh Kirk did really well. Got the little hand pass back into Putland. Putland banged the ball on his boot. He did send it forward. Harry flew high. Ground level. Hand pass came out. Well, this is Bronson Harry. As he wheels around, he looked at the goals. He banged it away. He's off target. Toolmart scoreboard. 6 goals 4 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 4 goals 3 to the Wagin Bulldogs here in the second term. Brought to you by Joe Fancy Real Estate. The kick is dangerous as it went forward. Ryan Taylor, well, great recovery by him. He gets the kick out of Blevin, but it was just a bit high. Couldn't quite get his fingertips on it. It's gone out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in. It's on the left half forward flank for the Wagin Bulldogs. As the ball's thrown in. Oh, Putland was a beautiful tap down to Georgie Gibson. Banged the ball on his boot. Wardle was there. Blevin was there. Johnson's going to run onto the ball, though. Looks like a bit of a racehorse. He breaks one tackle. Has a bounce. Streams out of defence. Drives the ball long. And it's a great grab taken by Marwick. Just inside the attacking 50-metre arc. He'll kick from outside. Punts the ball long to the goal square and kicks a magnificent goal for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. And a contender for the Sports Power Narrogin goal of the day. The Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 7 goals 4, leading the Wagin Bulldogs, 4 goals 3 on the Toolmart scoreboard. Spocky Taylor, that was brilliant play.
Yeah, moved very quick out of the back line there, Sperry, and every player had 10-metre gap on their opponent when it comes down that quick, and he played on. He could have used Paddy Smith, but he went for home and it worked. Certainly
did, as it should be about a 19-point margin thereabouts. Back to the centre it goes. Well, Cougars making the most of their opportunities at the moment. Bulldogs need to fight back. Putland wins it over the top. Stubbs was there. He runs onto the ball. Looks forward. How's the kick? It goes long and wide. Wardle's out there, but Blevin's out there as well. Blevin, quicker of the two, gets back over the ball and almost taken high as the ball's, a free kick comes up. Umpire didn't quite signal, but Byron Blevin. He's certainly a very good defender. Goes with the kick. He goes long. Was good out in front of Keeley at ground level. Bulldogs do well, though. Hand pass forward from Ellington, but it's gone out of bounds, says the umpire. I'll have a throw in. Left centre wing for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Far side of the oval here in the Liberty Rural match of the day. Keeley wins it down. Gibson was great. Hand pass out. The kick is banged forward, coming out. It was a beautiful pick-up in defence by Blevin. And the kick equally as good as Ryan Smith was in front.
Well,
he's got a runner, Declan Georgie, out wide. It was a beautiful kick to him. He goes long. Dropping back was Smith. Intercepting was Kirk. Ground level. It's taken by Marwick and snapped on goal. There's another one for the Cougars. And a beautiful bit of play. Toolmart scoreboard. 8 goals, 4 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 4 goals, 3 to the Wagin Bulldogs here on the Toolmart scoreboard, and a contender for the Sports Power Narrogin goal of the day. Spocky, that's just good football.
God's good footy and a bit of confidence starting to creep into the Cougars now. They're taking each other on and a bit of run out of the back line and opening up the forward line very well, Sperry.
Oh, the last 5 or 10 minutes, Byron Blevin has just done some very positive things there. Excellent kicking out of defence, makes a difference. And that link-up was absolutely beautiful.
Quarter time, a couple of scores here, Sperry. Williams 6-3, Wiki 2-1. And believe it or not, Canning Wanderers 12-2, lead Narrogin 1 straight.
Okay, well, it's predictable. Looking at the centre, the kick's gone forward once again, as blocking it is Mark Ellington. His kick forward to George Gibson, and Gibson's been working pretty hard for the Wagin Bulldogs. He goes with the wide kick. It's just a bit feral in the air, and it was a nice grab by Stockton Shotter. Shotter with the ball for the Cougars. He drives the ball long, pack forms. Back of the pack was Ellington. Boundary line's close. Trying to get back was Adams. Sorry, that was Farmer, was it? As the ball has gone out of bounds. It might be Arnold, actually. Just can't quite see his number, and he's a wild woolly looking bugger. Ball to be thrown in the right forward pocket region. Keeley was high. Gibson again. Great work for the Bulldogs. Bangs the ball forward. Declan Georgie in front. Was a good gather. He was tackled dispossessed. He was Farmer there. Over the top of the ball. Smith for the Cougars was good. Picks the ball up and gets the kick away into the corridor. Perrin was there. Back of the pack coming out. It was a beautiful pick up by Marwick. Goes inboard to Keeley. Banged it on his boot. No one's home for the Cougars. And Ellington for the Bulldogs in defence. Putting himself under horrific pressure. He's tackled and gone, holding the ball. Great bit of play to Perrin, and that is a massive contender for the all-good refund depot Wagin tackle of the day. It was a cracker.
Yeah, very good tackle.
Well, he just must have thought he had a little bit more time than he did. He didn't realise he had ageing legs, Mark Ellington. So Perrin, in he comes for the Cougars. Deliberate shot at goal, across the face. And through for one behind only. Toolmart scoreboard, 8 goals, 5 for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Leading the Wagin Bulldogs, 4 goals, 3. And the Bulldogs in desperate need of goals. Tommy Flay, he's going to go long down the guts. Why wouldn't you? It's got a massive kick on him. Keeley was there, off hands though, ground level. Ryan Smith doing some great job to Woods. Woods back to Ryan Smith. He's tackled. Goes back doors to Declan Georgie. Gets the kick wide. Great fist on play was at Wardle. Good pick up at Wise. Breaks the tackle. Gets the kick forward for the Wagin Bulldogs. Getting back and bouncing. A 2-on-1 situation. Great bit of play was Sutherland. Nice pick up. He's got some options as he goes for the kick wide. Sheldon Taylor's available.
Right.
Ryan Taylor's available. Finds that player. And he's on left centre wing. Ryan Taylor with the ball. Weighing up his options. Goes short as well. To his bro and Sheldon Taylor this time. He goes with an underground pass forward. Went looking for White. Was just too low down. Prowse picks it up. Goes back doors to Ellington. Had the ball smothered off his boot. Sheldon Taylor blocks it. Great work by Prowse, was it? Got the kick away, but to no one in particular. And Declan Georgie was in front and marks the ball on his chest. He's a left footer and he drives it long to left half forward. Comes to the back of the pack, bounces. Little quick hand pass was good. Out over the top, it ends up with Perrin. Goes back towards a player Deep on the pocket, might have been White.
Oh,
bang, gee, and nearly kicked a great goal. It did hit the post. One behind only. 2 mark scoreboard. 8 goals, 6 the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 4 goals, 3 to the Wagin Bulldogs. It's been one-way traffic here in this term with the Cougars on top. The Bulldogs fighting hard, but some goals on the board would be very helpful. Tommy Flay, in he comes. Chips the kick out. Shotter was there. Teammates clash though. Over the top from Harry. Not trying to take it was South. Lockie Ward gets a quick hand pass out to Stockton. Shotter. It's a wobbly kick off his boot. Mark Ellington was in front and marks the ball on his chest for the Wagin Bulldogs. Ellington with the ball. He's just going to send it long and wide again. And Stubbs, he's found that player, marks it on his chest. He's at left half back for the Wagin Bulldogs. Sees Hills. Hills going to be a 2-on-1 situation though. The young player, big fist on the ball by Blevin was excellent. Picked up by Adams. The quick little hand pass to Robinson. He was under pressure, and as he collared the ball, he kicked it out of bounds. On the full, and it'll be a free kick, and it will go the way of Kingston for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Kingston with the ball. Just pops it up in the air, looking for Taylor, was it? Kingston was at ground level. Picked up by Hills. Hand pass was good to Kirk. Swings it wide to Robinson. Robinson 2-on-1 situation. Getting back. It's a strong mark by Sutherland in defence. And Zane Sutherland goes wide. Not sure which way to go, but sees Ryan Taylor available. Ryan Taylor in defence for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Sees the bro in Sheldon, but Byron Blevin steps in and just charges, runs his full 10, drills the kick forward, looking at centre half forward. Perrin was there. He was a good tackle after the initial miss. And from Mark Ellington, hand pass out under pressure, ground level, did well. Hand pass comes back to Stubbs. Stubbs goes wide. Ground level was a nice pick up by Manuel. And Jackson Manuel's going to come up with the mark.
Ooh.
I thought it might have hit the ground, to be honest.
We're not in England now playing cricket, Sperry, are we?
No, as the kick goes forward. And Adams marks the ball on left centre wing. The Wagin Bulldogs trying to build something, but no. Stepping in was Howie. And Howie marks the ball on the right half-back flank for the Cougars. Ryan Smith lets him know he's available. As Howie looks now, just goes forward. Woods comes in. Harry was there, ground level, was Searle, I should say. Woods picks it up. It's almost in there. Prowse works hard. Great work in there by Sheldon Taylor. Hand pass out to Stockton. Shotter. Managed to get the hand pass away. Great work by Searle. Good pressure in there by the Wagin Bulldogs. Kick goes forward. In front was Wardell. Couldn't mark the ball. Then he's gone forward and tackled Kingston, but he's going to come up with a free kick.
Oh.
As Ben Wardle, for the Wagin Bulldogs. They're trying to manufacture a goal here. Kick forward to Kirk was excellent. In front of Ryan Smith on that occasion. Kirk marks some 40 metres out from goal. A goal-scoring opportunity if he's got the distance. Spot?
Yeah, he should make the distance from there, surely, Sperry.
Well, he should do. Still going to kick from 40-odd metres. As he comes in. Goal scoring opportunity on his boot. Drives it long and accuracy there as well. Goal on the board to the Wagin Bulldogs. A much needed goal, I might add. 8 goals, 6 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 5 goals, 3 it is to the Wagin Bulldogs. And finally the Bulldogs strike a goal.
Yeah, no, I'm probably against the flow a little bit, Sperry, but they have been chipping away and working hard to get it in their forward line. But it was a great kick into Kirky then.
Certainly was, as we've got around about a 21 point
how long to go out there?
Margin. How's our time going, timekeeper? We've got a tight little area. There's about 3 minutes still left to go. Unfortunately, there's not enough room for the timekeepers in the commentary box, so a bit of handling going on here. It was one down by the Bulldogs to George Gibson, but he's tackled. It was a strong tackle, going nowhere, and umpire chooses to ball it up. Probably best call at that as well.
Wagin done very well to getting their first hands on the ball in the ruck work there, Sperry, this quarter.
Yeah, breaking down though. The defence has been strong from the Cougars. Taken, was it Shotter? Maybe Austin Shotter, not sure. Got the kick long and strong. Ground level. Picked up by Perrin through heavy traffic. Little hand pass to Ryan Smith. That Hills did well. At ground level of Bulldogs. Fighting hard for it. Defending hard. Taken by Perrin though. Picked the pocket. Got the kick forward. Marwick, that's as dangerous. Takes possession of the ball. Sizes the goals up. Goes with the kick. Floats across to the right. One behind only. Toolmart scoreboard. Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars are 8-7. Leading the Wagin Bulldogs 5-3 here in the second term, brought to you by Joe Fanchi Real Estate. Local support when you're buying or selling real estate. Phone 0406 913 243. The kick comes in. Out of bounds it goes, and we'll have a throw in. It's on right half forward flank for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in the great southern region, downtown Nyabing. Liberty Rural match of the day. Putland at the back of the packs, taken by Howie. Was a nice pick up. He just bangs that ball on his boot as he sends it forward. Smith tried to claim the mark, but I think he was about second or third in line. Umpire saw that, and it's either rolled out of bounds or we're just going to have the ball thrown up, as umpire Miller doing a fantastic job.
He'd love you saying that, Spirit.
I think you'll listen to it afterwards. At ground level was taken by Keith. Sent forward. Marwick was in front. That was just good football. And Marwick's just too good of a player once he's on that position.
One-on-one, he's looking very dangerous down there, Spirit.
He is. And the kick came in fast and he was in front. And a goal-scoring opportunity to Cohen Marwick. He must have a few on the board by now too, Spocky, has he?
I think he's got 3.
Well, he goes with the left foot snap.
And he's put it straight.
Yeah, I reckon goal umpire hasn't moved.
Another goal.
And central umpire is going to check with him, though. And it's all clear. Goal on the board. That was a fantastic kick on goal. A contender for the Sports Power Narrogin goal of the day. Toolmart scoreboard. 9-7 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. And that must go along to about 70 to the Wagin Bulldogs. 5-3 and 33, and it must be about a 37-point margin now. Somewhere around there anyway. Okay, great work, and the Cougars certainly on fire this quarter. They've kicked 5 team goals back to the centre. And it's Bronson Harry. Well, he took full possession in the ruck knock. He turned. He banged that big kick away. Comes to the back of the pack. At ground level, Conway was there for the Wagin Bulldogs, but the defensive unit of the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars have just been a little bit too desperate, and the ball's held up 40 metres out from the Wagin goal. It was one down by Keeley. He went for the second grab as well. Kick forward to Shotter. That was stopped, and he took possession of it. He wheels around. Shotter goes with a little kick out wide to Woods. Snatched a good grab on the left foot to centre half forward. Open territory. Coming out was Marwick. Tried to flick it on intelligently, but it didn't come off, and it went straight to Searle. Put it out towards Josh Kirk. 2-on-1 situation. Johnson overruns the ball. Goes back in after the ball. Gets the kick away. Austin Shotter used his body brilliantly. Has taken the mark as well. So Austin Shotter, underground pass. Kicked it straight into the umpire. Yeah, he got in the way. Now it's taken. A quick kick comes out for the Wagin Bulldogs. Ground level. Was it Telfer involved? Might have been Prowse. And taken high. And a free kick goes the way of Sheldon Taylor for the Wagin Bulldogs. And a card's getting shown, is it?
Yellow.
Yellow card. As the siren sounds to finish the first half. And right on the siren, well, I'm not sure. I don't think Sheldon Taylor will take a shot on goal. Or take a massive kick from there.
I thought it might have been a 50 as well. Spirit was a card.
Well, could be too. We've just got to wait and see. That was Aaron Farmer. So umpire's going to take the ball. Just waiting for a bit of clarity by the looks of it. No 50 to boot. So Aaron Farmer comes up with a yellow card right on the halftime siren. Well, great quarter for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. On the Toolmart scoreboard, 9 goals 7 to the Cougars, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 5 goals 3, a margin of somewhere around 37 points. And certainly the Cougars made every post a winner. Great defensive work and linking up saw some fantastic end results for the Cougars with adding 5 goals to that term. With me in commentary this afternoon, Spocky Taylor, and Spock, pretty good term by the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars.
Yeah, they probably missed a couple of extras they probably could have got too, Sperry, but no, very good quarter by the Cougars. Wagin probably, with their ruck work, Putton, I think it is, number one, got his hands on the ball in the middle, palming it, but the Cougars seemed to bottle it up, and the Cougars' backline was very strong that quarter, and that's where they rebounded from and got some lovely running goals, moving it quick into the forward line.
Okay, so just trying to get that score back right. Yeah, certainly did. Some of your goal scorers today, Spocky?
Callum Marwick's got 4, Austin Shotter 2, Blake White 1, Peter Joyce 1, and Patrick Smith 1, and for Wagin, Aaron Farmer, I think it is, got 1. Mitchell Adams got 1, Josh Kirk got 1 that quarter, and Bronson Harry has 1.
Okay.
I might be missing 1.
Okay, 9 goals 7 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 61, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 5 goals 3, 33, a margin of 28 points it is. Okay, and
Stubbs got 1 that quarter, didn't he?
Stubbs did, yeah, yes. Good cracking goal as well from Stubbs. A little bit later on, we will be looking at Price's Fabrication and Steel Man of the Match Award. Of course, they sell Australian-made steel there as well, build sheds everywhere. Some of your better players from both teams, Spocky?
For the Cougars, well, Marwick up forwards with 4 goals. You've got to put him in amongst it. It's been pretty even, really, but Byron Blevin down back, getting plenty of the footy. Probably turned it over a couple of times, which probably hasn't helped, but Sam Howie's been steady on the ball. Sheldon Taylor doing a lot of bullocking work in the middle. Yeah, and the 2 Shotter boys are getting a little bit of it around the ground too, Sperry. Even for Wagin, Stubbs, well, he's probably faded out of it compared to what he did in the first quarter, but he's still got a bit of it. I like Putland that quarter in the ruck. I thought he got a bit of it. And Allington down back's trying very hard as well.
Yeah, certainly is. What about for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars? I think you mentioned a few there. I've been really impressed. I think Byron Blevin, as the game's gone on, is very good. Peter Joyce has been presenting pretty well, but probably not so noticeable towards the end there when the whole team started getting on the act, and the ball delivering into the forward line was fantastic from them. That second term was brought to you by Joe Fancy Real Estate. Matt Spur, local support when you're buying or selling real estate. Make sure you give Matt a call on 0406 913 243 for all your real estate buying or selling, sponsoring Big K football this afternoon. Of course, we do have Peter Rundle, MLA, with his office up there in Narrogin. He's our season sponsor. Peter, you can contact that office if you need to speak to Peter regarding anything, 988 11225. And of course, Liberty Rural, selling or delivering fuel all over the Great Southern region. They are the agents for the Shell lubricants, and they can deliver to your business premises or on farm as well. Kelvin Andrews, 0488 678 018 is the man to contact. Other sponsors, of course, we saw some great goals for Sports Power Narrogin Goal of the Day, and some good marks for the Katanning Travel Centre Mark of the Day. We'll take a quick break here and come back very soon with the third term. So scores is 9 goals 7, 61 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 5 goals 3, 33, margin of 28 points. Back very soon for the last half of the big clash out here in downtown Nyabing.
I thought you were playing today. Dr. Sperry, I wouldn't have liked to have been up here this morning that earthquake was on, because it's shakes enough now. Did you feel it in relation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck, it went for a while, didn't it?
Yeah, fucking oath.
See the fucking head here, right?
Is that right? Well, it was more, was it not? Somebody was the... It's clean, is it? She's flying away. Are they calling it for? There's a little motor in it. That's his idea. No, I think that's just a bit of fun. Oh, is it? Yeah. A couple of them are using the main water. Oh. It does a little start. Where you going?
Yeah, so that's how they
Yeah.
I reckon they put that one in. Maybe? About the same height. That's what your era at the time.
I never ever been in there until years ago when I thought it was awesome.
Max, go get the ball. That's the game ball, mate.
Something that can involve everybody, not just
Well, I've got most of it. There's a couple there which I can struggle to pick. What do you think? I mean, they sort of let it go a bit somehow, haven't they?
Yeah. Did you see how they come out? We're lacking numbers.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You got 4 people doubling up. You start wounding straight away.
So I've put it back to where I am and just see whether that makes any difference. Conway. 44s and 55s, Farmer and Arnold. Is Zach Johnson out there? Oh, fuck the I've seen him. I shouldn't be swearing, I hope that's not coming through. I thought he was supposed to be playing.
Oh, he was here this morning.
He said he was playing.
No, he was here.
So
He hasn't done anything if he's out there. Being a bit more of a lean on the steps already. Fucking snake.
no good for us old blokes. The knees are fucked. The ankles.
Fuck knee going the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be sitting hands on, it was wet. Big K would be on the top.
We've got a table down the front there. Nice cold beers.
So we need 15 minutes of play.
The snap
Yeah,
comes off.
yeah.
Farmer.
think they must be a bit weathered.
Williams are going all right, Spurs.
Yeah.
8-4 to 5-5 at half time.
Who they playing?
Wiki.
Wiki.
Couple of
Oh,
weeks.
yeah, well, they beat Contending last week. And I commentated that game. Yeah, pretty good. Nothing from you, Norm.
Well, if it's the first thing in Parliament tomorrow when they knock this Aboriginal thing on there.
Oh, yeah. What a fucking joke.
Jono's not out there, is he? Jono's not out there, is he? Okay. Just wondering where it was. Right, okay. Roger. No worries. Yeah. Now you got a migraine.
Oh,
is it?
I don't think another one yet. So,
Trying to get the commentators pissed or what?
one of the bigger crowds for the years, very
Yeah.
for us anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, always has been struggling. Big time as well.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
It's not like the old days.
Nah, fuck. After the game, you know, people stick around just for a bit. It's gone. Way of the world. It's everywhere and everybody thing. Hey Norm, teams are out there, so I'll give you a 20-second count in right now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, thanks, Norm. Big K football this Sunday afternoon, the Liberty Rural match of the day. Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars hosting the Wagin Bulldogs here in downtown Nyabing. 9 goals, 7, 61. The Cougars lead the Wagin Bulldogs 5 goals, 3, 33, a margin of 28 points. We're leading into the third term straight after half time. The grand old Dumbleyung in the Goatee. Sponsoring the third term, and we'll be calling into the Goatee on the way home for a couple of refreshing drinks as ruckmen set themselves. Liam Robinson in the ruck for the Wagin Bulldogs, but it's Howie, I think, a sweeping hand pass forward. Stockton shot a nice pick up back to Howie, runs to 50. He's tackled, pulled down to Woods, just tries to keep control of it, goes wide to Joyce, goes back inboard to Stockton Shotter around some heavy traffic, back to Joyce. They've run out of terra firma. It's gone out of bounds. We'll have a throw in just right on the 50-metre arc, or just before, just forward of the right half forward flank for the Cougars. Dare in the ruck, runs forward, takes full possession, flicks it out the front once again towards the boundary line. It's going to go out once again. And we'll have a throw in with me in commentary this afternoon. Graham Spocky Taylor, and it's Cougars playing pretty good, Spocky.
Yeah, I'll just see as long as they haven't gone to sleep at half time, Sperry, which quite often can happen.
Okay, well, the Bulldogs certainly need to come out firing. Smith with the ball for the Cougars. Ground level, it's still kept alive. Flay does well. And they're under a bit of pressure, this defensive unit of the Bulldogs, already here in the third term. So we'll got a whistle on play and a ball up to take place. No clear knockout. Robinson doing some rucking, some pressure going on. Howie and Stockton Shotter go in hard on the ball over Kirk, just outside that 50-metre arc. Again, rucks go to it. Full possession to Dare, and he's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Great work goes to Josh Kirk. Kirk lays it off to Robinson, the young player. Turns and runs, gets the kick away. Bronson Harry's in front. Declan Georgie did a great job though. Picks the ball up, wheels around. He loves that left boot. It ricochets off knee, ground level. Georgie Gibson was a great pick up by Manuel. The kick goes forward now, chopped off by Lockie Ward. Bangs the ball forward to Stockton Shotter, who was in best position. Hills there.
Kirk hasn't moved. He's on his back.
Oh, not too good.
Well done a collarbone, I reckon, Spirit.
Okay, well, the kick went forward. Marwick used his body well, climbs back in after the ball. Quick hands over the top, tries to do something to Perrin, and is taken out by Mark Allington in defence. We'll have a throw in left forward pocket region for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, and Kirk not in good shape out there, so let's hope nothing too bad. As the ball's thrown in, I think Marwick tried to crash his way through the pack. And he's been pinged for holding the ball. Might have been Smith, wasn't it? No, was Marwick. And the free kick goes to Tommy Coleman for the Wagin Bulldogs. Looking only one way, and he goes long with the kick. It's good. Finds Tommy Flay. Flay in defence for the Bulldogs. How's the kick? It's good. It's up.
Kirk's up and away again now.
Okay, well, that's worked out pretty good as the kick went forward, and that went from Telfer. Now it's chopped off, looking down. Now I'm looking up. Kick goes in long. And Joyce is there. Peter Joyce runs on. A quick little hand pass out to Howie was good. Drills it forward. Smith at ground level was a nice pick up by the big man. Hand pass back inboard. Ends up with White. White heard the call from Smith. Smith tries to thread it through as Stockton Shotter tried to take his man on. He's been tackled, pulled to the ground. Great work by Searle. Free kick, advantage paid. Goes out. Johnson with the ball now. He runs onto it for the Cougars. The kick was sharp going in. At ground level, over the ball, Robinson was a nice pick-up. He wheels around for the Bulldogs. Gets the kick away, almost a great mark taken there at ground level by Kirk, who seems to have recovered. And he has the ball tied up. Umpire's blown the whistle, and we'll have a ball up. It's out towards right centre wing for the Wagin Bulldogs. Yeah, he's copped a bit of an injury there. Hopefully he'll be okay. Ground level, players fight hard for the ball again. Kirk's still involved as umpire Miller to throw the ball up again. Dare's in front. Robinson bangs it over the top. Was good. Was it to Telfer, I think. Turns, got the kick away. Ground level, Blevin was a good pick-up. Tackle, dispossessed. Holding the ball, says the umpire. Beautiful tackle. And Bronson Harry to come up with a free kick. Harry... Well, he's signalling he wants to go long. Putland puts on a lead. He's going to put it high. Putland to run onto the ball. Hands on the ball. Couldn't complete the grab. Ground level. Taken by the Bulldogs. Kick went forward as it's down there deep. South was there, and Ryan Taylor to take the relieving free kick back in for the Cougars. Good play as he goes wide, and great mark by Peter Joyce. He's been active all day. Joyce, the kick comes forward from Howie, I think. Mark's been taken by Lockie Ward, is it? I think it was. Got the kick forward, yeah. Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith also been everywhere today. Just keeping possession. Sees Blake White. Went for him. Had the ball interrupted by Finlayson. Tackles goes on Mark Ellington. He's brought to ground level. And certainly letting the tackler know in white that he didn't like it. With a bit of a forearm to the throat. On ground level.
Called it very well, Spirit.
So the ball's knocked out of the pack. Comes to Mark Ellington. He's going to take on all comers, and it was a great tackle by Sam Howie, and he's not too happy as Mark Ellington, as Howie's going to come up with a free kick 50 metres, and that is a contender as well for the All Good Refund Depot tackle of the day. A very unhappy Mark Ellington, not the recipient, but he was tackled by Howie, and it was a good strong tackle by Howie as well.
Probably the tackle was fair, but he probably slung him afterwards, which the umpire didn't see. That's why he's a bit angry, I think.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an interview around the side of the head there with the fist. But anyway, It's Searle from the Wagin Bulldogs. Got the kick out. Hill's going to go through some heavy traffic to Flay. It's a big left footer. Nice work. Lays it off back to Searle. Has time to get the kick away. It was late. Goes out now. Working there was Keast. There was a nice pick up. He goes with a hand pass. It comes indoors. And the kick went from Blevin. It's out of bounds on the full, was it? Just waiting for that umpire.
Boundary throwing.
Might be a throw-in, was it?
No scores this quarter yet, Sperry.
Well, they're evenly matched, so they've come out after half time. It's still up for grabs. The game is. The ball's been thrown in. Gerald Gibson does well. Sheldon Taylor was excellent to Woods. Hand pass over the top. Knocked towards the boundary line. Flay was good for the Bulldogs. Laid the little hand pass back and charging out. Kick went long and strong. Chopped off out there by Byron Blevin. Great work by Blevin. The kick's a bit wobbly off the boot. It went long to Smith. Landed at his feet. Boundary line was too close. It's gone out of bounds. We'll have a throw in halfway between left half forward flank and right half forward flank and deep right full forward pocket for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the third term. Rucks go to it. It's swatted down by Dare. Ward was in front. That is a good mark by Bronson Harry, a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day. Over the top. Goes to centre half forward. Excellent. Putland. Long lead was good for the Bulldogs, giving them some hope. Not too much up forward at the moment, though. He decides to go long. 3 or 4 on one situation, and easily Sutherland marks the ball in defence for the Cougars. He's got a few players out there, and Peter Joyce has been everywhere today as well. Certainly presents very good. Little kick forward to Shotter was excellent. That was Stockton. Lays back on the kick, was good as it goes forward. He finds Keast. Keast in the centre of the ground for the Cougars. He looks forward. So he went short. It's going to be chopped off there by Hills, left it behind. Taken in defence there by Coleman. Coleman banged it on his boot and sent it forward. An opportunity maybe for the Bulldogs, although it's a 2-on-1 situation. A free kick is going to be picked out, going the way of the Wagin Bulldogs. Left half forward flank. Back to the big fella and Bronson Harry. Holds the ball up with his left paw, then goes long with the kick. Putland's the opportunity, clears him, goes to the back of the pack, running onto it was a Georgie Gibson. Nice pick up, but the kick under pressure, Jesus, just about there, but it wasn't. It was touched through for a behind. 2-mark scoreboard, 5 goals, 4 to the Wagin Bulldogs. Trailing the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 9 goals, 7. Margin of 27 points in favour of the Cougars as the kick came into the back pocket. I think it was to Blevin, was it? And he goes back across. Lockie Ward with the ball. Sends the kick long. It was good towards Dare. Ground level though. It was taken by Searle, I think. Banged it now south. He's wrapped up in a bit of a solid tackle going nowhere. And umpire says, give it to me, boys. We'll have a ball up. Some 30 odd metres out from the Wagin goal. Rucks go to it. Once again, at ground level. Boys fight hard for it. Blevin, excellent stuff. Big 25-metre hand pass forward. Robinson chops it off, though. Runs back inside the attacking 50-metre arc. Over the ball was Sheldon Taylor. He was strong. He was tackled by Telfer. And umpire says, we'll go once again. I think it was Farmer flicked off as well.
Farmer shouldn't be allowed out there. He's still off, isn't he?
Oh no, it must be the other one. There's a 55 as well, which is Arnold. There's a couple of them, couple of lookalikes. As the kick goes long and strong, unheld, and it's going to be a free kick to Bronson Harry. He tried to rake it in with one paw. The other one was held, said the umpire, and an opportunity for the Wagin Bulldogs. A goal here would be nice and handy for him. In he comes, Bronson Harry, left foot, straight through the middle, goal on the board. So we see the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars 9 goals 7, 61 leading. The Wagin Bulldogs 6 goals 4 and must be about 39. And a much needed goal for the Wagin Bulldogs too. Spock.
Yeah, they've been getting it up there, Sperry, but they just haven't been able to finish it. But they did then. If he didn't get hold of the ball, he might have nearly plucked it in with one hand. Tackled, he might have nearly plucked it in with one hand too, Sperry.
Yes, may as well. He's quite a handy footballer is Bronson Harry. This third quarter brought to you by the grand old Dumbleyung in the Goatee. We haven't been there for a while, but we'll certainly enjoy stopping off at the Goatee. Nice cold beer, friendly staff, a great place to go. Rucks go to a ground level, taken by Austin Shotter. Lays back on, goes forward with the kick. Peter Joyce, almost 2 grabs. Stockton Shotter, roved it brilliantly, went forward to Marwick, fell over ground level. Smith was there, tries to flip it out the back. Wagin Bulldogs' defence is desperate. Umpire blows the whistle. It's only 25 to 30 metres out from the Cougars' goal, as umpire throws the ball aloft. It was run down by Tommy Coleman. Patrick Smith was good. A free kick's being picked out. It's going to go the way of Prowse for the Wagin Bulldogs, the young player. And does a good job too, does Cade Prowse. The kick is accurate. That's all you can say. It didn't spin right, but in front was George Gibson, and a very reliable mark and player is George Gibson for the Wagin Bulldogs. He goes along with the kick. Body used. Sutherland was good. Goes on the ball now. Quick hand pass out. Was good to Sheldon Taylor. Underground pass went to Stockton Shotter. He laid it off. Kick forward. G. Marwick was on a nice lead. Austin Shotter as it was, but has grabbed the ball as we look forward, and that was a nice bit of play by the Cougars. So Marwick to line up. Coleman stands the mark, and he'll kick from 45 metres out from goal. In he comes. High kick, long kick, accurate kick as well. Goal on the board for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. They go to 10 goals, 7 on the Toolmart scoreboard, leaving the Wagin Bulldogs 6 goals, 4 here in the third term, as the beautiful day continues on. And the Goatee, of course, sponsoring the third term, the grand old Dumbleyung Inn, and what a fantastic establishment that is. And with me in commentary this afternoon, Spocky Taylor, Graham Taylor. Well,
yeah, good use, and very good lead by Marwick, but good use by Austin Shotter when he got through that pack and pinned him out beautifully.
Yes, nice little link up it was as they went forward. So then the centre of the ground, and Rucks go high. Probably Robinson may have got the best of it. Knocks it forward. It comes to Stubbs. Banged it on his boot, sent it forward. Blevin was there. Couldn't quite rake it in. Gee, he's desperate though. He goes back in after the ball. Lays it off to Lockie Ward. Ward put it on his boot. Dare was under it. Kirk was there. Bounces. It goes another 20 metres Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars way. Hill knocks it another 15 metres forward. And another 10. It's inside the attacking 50-metre arc now, but he just couldn't get his hands on the ball. And now he's come up with a free kick in defence for the Wagin Bulldogs. How's his kick forward? Pretty good. Goes towards Jackson Manuel. He marks the ball between the centre and left centre wing for the Wagin Bulldogs. Lays on the kick, goes forward to South. Couldn't quite complete the mark. Ground level. Telfer was a good pick up, but a tackle was equally good on him. Johnson has the ball for the Cougars. Staggers inside the his defensive 50-metre arc, and the umpire blows the whistle, and we'll throw it up once again. Just in Wagin's forward line, can they manufacture another goal? It was one down, and it comes to Kirk, put it on his boot and sent it forward wide, but Sutherland was underneath the ball for the Cougars. He's in the right back pocket. He wants to switch play. He sees Ryan Taylor. He's available. Got a paddock in front of him, but he marks the ball. Putland stands the mark, called to play on, spearing little kick back inboard to Byron Blevin. Took 2 bites to the cherry almost, but it was a good mark. Blevin goes long down to Woods. Was a nice kick. Woods in front, right centre wing. Left foot, lays it off. Kingston's made good ground. He finds that player. He's approaching right half forward flank. The kick over the top to Johnson was good. He was up to the task and marks the ball. Still outside of 50. Right half forward flank. Looks for Marwick into the corridor. It carries long and strong. And Mark Ellington marks the ball safely on his chest in defence for the Wagin Bulldogs. Switches play, goes forward to Jackson Manuel. Manuel, lows right, Finlayson's there. He's opposed to White. White did really well. Now he's tackled. Oh, might be holding the ball. No umpire says it was held to him. No prior opportunity. And we'll have a ball up 65 metres from the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars goal face. Keeley in the ruck. Robinson. Sheldon Taylor. Kirk was good. Quick little hand pass to Manuel. Goes to Stubbs. Stubbs lays it off to Robinson now. A high kick, kicking in hope. Getting across old Byron Blevin. Read it beautifully. Oppose to our man down there in Bronson, Harry.
It was Declan George, actually.
Oh, Declan George it is too, with his wonderful left foot. Goes across to Ryan Taylor and on to Sam Howie. Getting up around left centre wing now. Howie is for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Howie holds it down, goes for Smith. It was a good kick too.
Good lead too.
And Smith marks the ball. He's going to pop the little hand pass out to Sutherland. Sutherland goes bang, long kick. Getting back was Marwick. Read it beautifully. And that was a nice bit of play, Cougars. And Marwick to line up possibly for goal number 5, is it? Or 6? Spocky Taylor.
Yeah, been going for number 6 on experience.
Okay, Marwick. Cohen Marwick. A lovely set of hands on him. And going for team goal number 11 too. So in he comes. Off his boot. Looks pretty damn good from here. Goal on the board for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. They go to 11 goals of 7, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 6 goals of 4. Here in the third term, brought to you by the Grand Old Dumbleyung Inn, the Goatee. Friendly service, nice cold beers and great company. Make sure you call into the Goatee when you're in Dumbleyung or passing through. Nice goal on the board by Marwick there, Spock.
Yeah, no, he's marking very well down forward. One-on-one, he's going very good. But the Cougars just hung onto the footy. They didn't waste it that time. They just chipped it around on the wing here and then went in long with Sutherland's long kick deep to Marwick one-on-one.
A 33-point margin in favour of the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Here in the third term, Ruxters set themselves. Putland wins it down. Smith runs on it, but he's tackled. Good tackle as well. And Ping for holding the ball. I didn't know whether he had prior opportunity, to be honest. But George Gibson, it was a good tackle. And I guess a contender as well for the All Good Refund Depot Wagin. Tackle of the day. Underneath it was Sutherland, though. As he just steadies and goes with the kick wide. It was good to Lockie Ward. Ward with the kick to White. Well placed. Nice grab. Blake White lays back on the kick. Magnificent. As Peter Joyce cruises through. Marks the ball on his chest. Peter Joyce, another short kick as he's going forward. And Howie's in front. And he marks the ball. Could have been 1 on 2 or 3 Dumbleyung players, Cougars players, could have marked the ball. Going forward, Byron Blevin, sticky hands. Sees Ryan Taylor available, and it's a well-weighted kick. Ryan Taylor lines up the big sticks. He's run down from defence. A goal would be great, but unfortunately he hasn't got his kicking boot on. One behind only. Tilmart scoreboard, 11 goals, 8 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, leading the Wagin Bulldogs. 6 goals, 4. Margin of some 34 points in favour of the Cougars here in Nyabing as the phone sounds. So a long kick comes in from Tommy Flay. Kirk falls over, Putnam fell over, comes to ground level. Ryan Taylor again drives the ball along Marwick. Bit of a shove in the back, but his recovery is also good. Picks it up, snaps on goal, and it is a goal on the board for the Cougars. And Cohen Marwick, well, he was just too much judgment. And Tilmart scoreboard, he goes to 12 goals, 8, the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. As we've got 12 goals, 8, leading the Wagin Bulldogs, 6 goals, 4. Here in the third term, and he's certainly a talent, isn't he, Cohen Marwick?
Yeah, he is, Sperry. He's having a very good day out today. Well done by Ryan Taylor and the backs to push down there and lock the ball in as well.
Certainly was. As the ball's brought back to the centre, the Goatee, the Grand Old Dumbleyung Inn, sponsoring the third term here. We're in downtown Nyabing on this sunny Sunday afternoon. Keeley got the best of it. Kirk stole it. Hand pass ends up with Putland. He's wrapped up in a tackle, slings the hand pass out. Ryan Smith took possession of it, went looking for Johnson. Oh, beset upon and pushed in the back. And he comes up with a free kick. Stubbs went in very hard over the top. And free kick goes to young Johnson for the Cougars.
Only 15, I think, young Jono from Nyabing.
Okay, so Campbell Johnson, his name is as well. So it's the kick's repelled and it goes long out to left centre wing. Howie wanted to do a bit of shepherding, but the ball's rolled out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. It's on the left centre wing for the Wagin Bulldogs, right centre wing for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Far side of the ground is where it's at, and the ball to be thrown in. As Ruck set himself, I think we're going to have to go again. Just thrown in a bit short. And we'll try again. Boundary umpire. In it goes. Keely's taken by Kirk. Really good snatch. Tried to follow it up with a hand pass out. Howie has the ball. Now he's tackled. Kirk strong in the pack. Good work for the Wagin Bulldogs. As the umpire says, well, we'll go once again. Rucks to it. Keely over the top, won it down. Stockton shot her. Tried to crash his way out. He did really well. Put it out in front of Ryan Smith, who kicks the ball forward. Patrick Smith caught behind. Hand pass wide over the top. Was taken by Wardle. He got the kick away towards Putland. Ryan Smith again involved. Banged it on his boot and sent it forward. But Wardle takes the mark in defence for the Wagin Bulldogs. His kick was a bit long and strong. And White has marked the ball for the Cougars. He looks to Cohen Marwick from the side. Tommy Flay couldn't complete the mark. Ground level. Great work it was for Prowse. Hand pass went forward. Coming out, Patrick Smith over the ball. Almost shoved in the back. No, play on's the call. Wardle was good. Wide hand pass over the boundary line though. We'll have a throw in deep left full forward pocket for the Wagin Bulldogs.
Yeah, Marwick lost his feeding there. Sperry's could have nearly run into open goal.
Yeah, well, he just reads it so well when it's coming in. Searle tries to go through the pack, did well. It was hand passed out. A good solid tackle. Umpire says no. We'll go once again with a ball up. Wardle it was with the hand pass. Gibson went for the ruck knock. Ground level. It's a little bit desperate in there. Allington's over the ball for the Wagin Bulldogs. Smith involved. A whistle on play. Only 30 metres out from the Kukerin Dumbleyung's goal. One down by George Gibson. Woods in the van. Picks it up. Elusive. Gets the quick hand pass out. Austin Shotter. Tackled. He's going to get pinged. Holding the ball. Didn't have a lot of time, and Hills comes up with a free kick for the Wagin Bulldogs. And running out of terra firma.
The boundary used to be, no one would know, but the boundary used to be about 5 metres further out, Sperry. They've brought it in a bit.
Okay. Well, it does look pretty tight, to be honest. Absolutely. George Gibson did well. Big kick goes forward. Ward's underneath it, and Lockie Ward takes a good mark. He goes with a kick, lays back on it, well weighted all Joyce, just a finger tipper, comes to Bronson Harry, sweeping hand pass over the top to Putland. Will it sit for him? The big guy. It was a nice pick up, went on with a kick to Conway. He gets the hand pass back. Putland tries to break a tackle or two, and the big man's been pinged. And Byron Blevin comes up with a free kick for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Oh, good tackle as Blevin goes with a kick wide. Ryan Taylor underneath it, marks it. He's on right centre wing for the Cougars. Johnson's already led. Sutherland across leads, and he finds that player with the kick. Sutherland just forward of right centre wing. Goes back inboard to Stockton Shotter. Took the mark. Hit the ground running. Sideways punt went forward. Marwick worked his way to the front. Bulldogs under a bit of pressure. Pack forms once again. Umpire says, give it to me, boys. Players going nowhere. And Ruck set himself. Smith in the ruck. One down by Gibson. Woods is there at ground level. Ground is too close. As the siren sounds to complete the third term here in Nyabing, and it's the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 12 goals, 8 on the Toolmart scoreboard, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 6 goals of 4, and that third quarter was brought to you by the grand old Dumbleyung Inn, the Goatee. Nice cold beer, friendly staff, and good company always at the Goatee. With me in commentary this afternoon, Spocky Taylor. And Spock, well, 3 goals went on the scoreboard for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars in the third term. 1 goal for the Wagin Bulldogs, but we see the Cougars sitting with a comfortable lead.
Yeah, they do have a comfortable lead at the moment. It wasn't a flash quarter of footy. It was a bit of a slog by both sides there, Sperry, but Cougars just managed to put a couple extra on the board compared to what Wagin did. But it's still out. Wagin haven't thrown the towel in or anything like that. They're still trying their hardest, but Cougars just probably a bit more composed in the back line, and with Marwick up forward finishing is a big difference.
Yeah, certainly is. He's a very classy customer, and that it's a 40-point margin in favour of the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. So a bit of a dogged day for the Bulldogs thus far. Let's hope they can regroup here in the and come out for a charged up last term as well. Goal scorers, Spocky?
For the Cougars, Marwick 2, 4, 6, 7. Austin shot a 2. Blake White 1. Peter Joyce 1. Patrick Smith 1. And for Wagin, Farmer's got 1. Stubbs has got 1. Mitchell Adams got 1. Josh Kirk's got 1. And Bronson Harry has 2.
All right, a little bit later on we'll have Price's Fabrication and Steel Man of the Match Award. Who are some of your better players for both teams? Spot?
Well, starting with the Cougars, I'll go with Marwick up forward. You can't knock 7 goals back. Ryan Taylor's doing very well down back line, and Byron Blevin playing very well across half back. Declan George in the back line, very steady back there as well. A lot of our players actually come from the back line. Sam Howie, very good on the ball. 2 shotter boys are getting a bit of it, and then for Wagin, Putland hasn't stopped giving in. Bronson Harry up forwards, giving them a target. Josh Kirk had a bit of it that quarter spirit. And Mark Ellington got a little bit angry there, but he's still having a fair dip. And I still like young Hills' game in the back line too, Spirit.
Yeah, certainly going pretty good. The young player. Well, the fourth quarter will be coming up soon. Nyabing Rural Services will be sponsoring that. We'll talk about them as we go through there. Of course, it is the Liberty Rural Match of the Day, agent for all the Shell products delivered to your business or farm address. Contact Kelvin on 0488 678 018, and also our season sponsor and Peter Rundle, MLA, and Peter being very, very busy in recent times. A lot going on the political level. And you can contact Peter on 988 11225 out of his Narrogin office. And of course, our other sponsors, looking forward to them as we go down. Katanning Travel Centre for the Mark of the Day, Sports Power Narrogin for the Goal of the Day, the All Good Refund Depot and Wagin Tackle of the Day. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back very soon. It's 12 goals, 80 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 6 goals, 40, a margin of 40 points on the Toolmark scoreboard. Back shortly.
Please.
Okay, I'll give you 10-second count in, Norm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, thanks, Norm. Big K football, downtown Nyabing. It is, of course, the Liberty Rural Match of the Day. And the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars hosting the Wagin Bulldogs. The Cougars are 12 goals, 80, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 6 goals, 40. Last quarter coming up, brought to you by Nyabing Rural Services for all your rural needs. Agents for Australia Post, Star Track and Toll at 12 Richmond Street, Nyabing. Phone 98291 114. And that's Nyabing Rural Services in downtown Nyabing, where we are. Last quarter about to commence. We need to blow the siren as the game is just about to get away. Can the Wagin Bulldogs mount some sort of challenge to get back in? Rucks go to it. Coleman was good. Won the ball down, but it was being met down there by Keast. Through the pack, working hard. Bulldogs are. George Gibson on all fours. Nice pick up by Stubbs. Swings a hand pass over the top to Kirk. He's got a little bit of time. He looks forward. Manuel. It's out in front of him. Just can't quite reach it. Falls over. And Byron Blevin scoots in. Picks the ball up. Zooms out. Kicks wide. Out to Peter Joyce. Nice pick up by Joyce. He's tackled by Tommy Flay though. And he's pinged for holding the ball. And Tom Flay comes up with the tackle for the Wagin Bulldogs. Perhaps a contender for the all-good refund depot Wagin tackle of the day. Goes with a kick inboard, and Josh Kirk, after copping a bit of a shoulder injury earlier on, seems to have recovered. His kick is good as he went forward to Gibson, but a nice fist by White. It came to ground level. It's working its way just forward of right centre wing for the Cougars as umpire blows the whistle, and we'll have a ball up once again as Keeley in the ruck for the Cougars. It was one down there by Coleman. Quick kick came out of the pack, went forward, ground level. Sutherland was a nice pick up. He was driven into the ground a bit. The umpire says it was held to him as well, and we'll have a ball up once again. Just right on the 50-metre arc. Over the top. Keeley wins it down. Great work by Perrin. Loses the ball. Pack forms. It spits out the side. Quick kick goes forward. Lockie Ward meets it. It's a nice pick up at ground level. Might have been Searle, was it? Sent the ball long. Putland. Oh, almost 2 bites of the cherry. Under pressure. He got the hand pass out. Flicks back out to Putland. Under pressure. He gets the kick sideways. Lands out in front of Finlayson. Oh, Byron Blevin. Desperate stuff. That was good football. Knocked the ball out of bounds. We'll have a throw in towards left full forward pocket region for the Wagin Bulldogs. It goes in. No clear knockout. Manuel got the hand pass forward to Finlayson. One way then the other. Puts the ball on his boot. Sends it long. Great work by Lockie Ward down there, ground level. Puts the hand pass out to Sutherland. He tears out of defence. The kick a little bit wobbly to Keeley. Can't quite dig it up. Off the ground. Chopped off by Tommy Coleman. Hand pass towards Manuel. Coleman goes back in after the ball. Great play, Tommy Coleman. And that is an excellent goal. A big contender for the Sports Power Narrogin goal of the day. He did it on his own, and that was absolutely fabulous. On the Toolmart scoreboard, 12 goals, 8 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 7 goals, 4 to the Wagin Bulldogs, and that was an excellent goal. A great bit of work building up to it, Spocky.
Yeah, no, very good goal by Wagin there, and Coleman, yeah, come through the pack and picked it up and, yeah, slammed it straight through the middle.
Okay, reduces the margin to 34 points as the ball goes back to the centre once again. Umpire Miller throws it up. Coleman wins it down again at ground level. Kingston, he's going nowhere. Umpire blows the whistle once again. And it would be fair to say the umpires have done a great job today.
Especially Miller, we better say that.
Well, no, in all honesty, the kick, socket out of the centre, goes out wide. Perrin was a nice pick up. Slick little hand pass, sets up Stockton Shotter. He runs onto the ball. Bit of a kick forward was good out in front of Smith. He goes in after the ball. He's over the ball, and I think he might get pinged for holding the ball. Just laid on top, didn't make a big attempt to get rid of it. So he comes up, has to stand the mark. Kick goes forward to Wardle. Wardle with the ball in defence for the Wagin Bulldogs. He looks sideways. He sees Putland. He wants to drill it to him. The kick's just a bit long and strong. Comes to the back of the pack. Taken there by White. Blake White. Open territory. It bangs its way towards goal. Running in was Marwick and runs into the open goal. Another goal on the board for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Toolmart scoreboard. 13 goals, 8 to the Cougars, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 7 goals, 4. That's 86 playing 46. It's back to a 40-point margin here in the last term. Brought to you by the Nyabing Rural Services for all your rural needs. Agents for Australia Post, Star Trek and Toll, 12 Richmond Street, Nyabing. We thank them for their sponsorship. Shadows starting to sneak over the oval here in the latter afternoon. It's been a beautiful day, but Spot.
Yeah, beautiful day. I think Nyabing Rural Services is owned by Kim Gooding these days too, Sperry.
Is that right? Well, that's great news. Sponsors Big K football as well in his own right. So Kirk got the quick kick out, but Blevin was in front. Read it best. Lays back. It's a beautiful kick forward and a nice little capture too by Perrin. Quick, lively little player. Kicked it into the second man on the mark it was. Picked it up. Sutherland's confronted by Stubbs. One way, then the other. He got his kick away in time. Prowse was there, ground level. The kick goes forward, taken by Kingston though. He banged it on his boot, puts it out in front of Smith. Coming out was Marwick on a long lead. It was a beautiful pick up. He went back doors to White. White put it on his boot, sent it long and forward. Good fist away in defence by Robinson. Taken down there by Prowse. Kick comes out sideways. Nice mark capture down there by Arnold. Arnold in defence for the Wagin Bulldogs. He laid the hand pass off to Bronson Harry. Woods nearly stole it. It came back to Harry. He got the kick forward, and Tommy Coleman marks the ball. He just moves towards the centre of the ground. It's a nice kick to Georgie Gibson. He had to reach for it. Gibson with the ball. Lays on it. It's a nice kick as well as Putland led, and he found that player right on the 50-metre arc. Nice bit of work out of defence by the Wagin Bulldogs. Putland with the ball. No one in the goal square. South is getting back there. Declan Georgie wearing him, so he goes with a high kick. So run out of a bit of distance. South was there. Georgie read it very good as well. Broke the tackle. Now he lost it. It went around behind his back. It was picked up and a snap-on goal. It's gone across the face for one behind only. Toolmart scoreboard, 13 goals, 8 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 7 goals, 5 to the Wagin Bulldogs. Just trying to get it written down. Goes to 39-point margin again. Ryan Taylor kicks the ball out to Ward, who's in the left back pocket for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Ward goes back to Ryan Taylor. Inboard with a short kick to Peter Joyce. Certainly been a great link man today at Joyce and presented very well. Kick forward to Sheldon Taylor. Not too much on offer, but it goes with a short kick to Shotter and Stockton Shotter. He's just forward of right half back flank. A powerful kick, centre wing. Smith came out on a long lead. Eyes for the ball, couldn't grab it. It was taken by Arnold. He's dispossessed. Ground level. Hills was good. Hand pass over the top. Flays Shepherds. Ground level. Prowse got it back to Hill. Hill lays on it. Looking for Putland. Couldn't quite complete the mark. Ground level. Declan Georgie, very good. Picks it up. Charges forward. Goes wide. Marwick. It was fisted away. Mark Ellington, good work. But Marwick, he's hard to knock off the ball. He wins it back. He turns. He drives it long. It tumbles through. It's out of bounds. We'll have a throw in deep in the left full forward pocket for the Cougars here in the last term. Brought to you by Nyabing Rural Services for all your rural needs. Farmers, be aware. As the ball is to be thrown in, Smith is going to be in the ruck. Post to Ellington. Ellington does win it. Stockton Shotter, twisting and turning. He's tackled and holding the ball, says the umpire. And Mark Ellington to come up with a free kick. He'll be happy about that. His left foot kick forward to Kirk is good. And Josh Kirk takes possession. Still in his defensive 50-metre arc, though. Well-weighted kick to Putland. Couldn't quite complete the mark. Ground level. He's trying to win it out. Now he shovels it out wide to Gibson. Was great. Gibson bangs it on his boot and sent it forward. Getting back was Keast. He runs on the ball now, Keast. Bangs it without looking as it goes forward. Tumbles, chopped off by Putland. Tried to get the hand pass away. Gibson was good. He goes back doors to Stubbs. Stubbs puts it out wide. Tommy Flay's out there and probably dropped what he could have taken or should have, but Peter Joyce was a hard man to beat. Laid it off to Prowse. He tried to get the kick away, but it was a great tackle by Peter Joyce and a contender for the All Good Refund Depot Wagin tackle of the day. Peter Joyce goes wide to Ryan Taylor. Just sharing the ball around here in the last quarter. The Cougars well and truly in control. As he goes now with a long kick. Woods was in front. Goes over the top. Getting back with Searle. It came to White. White and ground level. Hand pass went out to Dare. Dare popped the hand pass back inboard. Ground level. Josh Kirk for the Wagin Bulldogs did well. Picked it up. Hand pass to Searle. Over the top. Back to Kirk. He's run out of terra firma. It's out of bounds. We'll have a throw in just outside the attacking 50-metre arc for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the last term. As the ball to be thrown back in. Time for a quick drink of water. No.
I think it's a free kick, Sperry. I think someone would have punched someone in the stomach over there.
Okay, well, Josh Kirk comes up with a free kick. His kick forward was good, and the mark has been taken by Farmer. Farmer for the Wagin Bulldogs. Wild, woolly-looking player. Goes with the high kick right half forward. Joyce got a fist into the ball. Ground level. working hard was Proust. That was a good tackle too. Ryan Taylor scoops it up, got the hand pass out. Peter Joyce goes back doors to Blevin. Blevin banged it on his boot and sent it forward. Patrick Smith,
nearly.
almost a mark one-handed. Picked up by Tommy Flay. Hand pass to Josh Kirk. Too hot to handle. Now he picks it up. Swings a hand pass inboard to Searle, who turns. Gets the kick away. No one's home, though. Mark's been taken by Declan Georgie.
He's been very steady today, Spirit.
Oh, he's a good player. And it's a wobbly kick, but it's accurate as he goes wide. Peter Joyce underneath it. He marks the ball out on left half-back flank. Inboard to Keast. Just keeping possession of it, the Cougars.
Oh,
It's a dangerous kick to Joyce because Wardle was there, and Wardle's marked the ball. Maybe a goal-scoring opportunity. Gee, maybe he just didn't spot him. And Wardle is going to come up with a free kick, and I think may have been dealt with as they're going in on Declan Georgie. And umpire didn't see anything. Sutherland's there and there's sort of pushing and shoving and Farmer's involved.
I didn't think there was much in it, Spirit.
Don't know, yeah, it didn't look much, but they're pretty quick with their hands apparently, these Kukerin Dumbleyung players. That quick that we didn't see it. Okay, an opportunity anyways. Wardle. A goal scoring opportunity. In he comes. It's a good long kick. A really good kick for the Wagin Bulldogs. A goal on the board. 2-mark scoreboard. 13 goals, 8 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 8 goals, 5 to the Wagin Bulldogs here in the last quarter. Brought to you by the Nyabing Rural Services for all your rural needs. Agent for Australia Post, Star Track and Toll in Richmond Street in Nyabing. But, a bit of a dangerous kick there, Spocky, I think, led to all that.
I don't know whether the sun blindsided him or what was. There was another spare one back the other way, but yeah, went to a one-on-one contest basically.
Oh, okay, so
How long gone?
it's be about 90 plays about 53, so about 37 points, perhaps the margin at the moment. There's Tommy Coleman wins it down in the centre to Josh Kirk, who's got a lot of the ball today, and Myron Blevin, that was just brilliantly well read, and he runs his full 10, drives it long, but Tommy Flay took possession of it. I thought he marked it, but hand pass over the top. Hills tries to go through the pack, charging through was Dare, popped the little hand pass out to Austin Shotter, drives it long, Marwick's in front, Hill appeals for it, comes to the back of the pack. Prouse was working hard, hand pass forward once again, the boundary line's close. It's rolled out of bounds. We'll have a throw in deep left full forward pocket for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the last term. Ball to be thrown in. Some 37-point margin in favour of the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Rucks go to it, Prouse. Tried to get the kick away. Tommy Flay, he turns, he goes bang, get this thing the hell out of here. Goes long, but Ryan Taylor was just camped under it. He marks it. He looks towards centre half forward. It's a well-weighted kick and a great mark to Perrin. Pink boots on, he shows out, but he's got a bit of talent, this boy.
Yeah, he's got a young fella from Kukerin apparently.
Yeah, and a good player, and picks it out beautifully because Marwick made himself available in the right forward pocket. He's marked the ball. Still going to be a reasonable kick from there. He's on a bit of an angle. But going for, what, goal 7 or 8 probably now?
Might even be 9, Spirit.
Probably 9. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be goal number 9 if he gets it.
Okay, in he comes. Marwick.
Well, it's
Good, nice kick off his
boot.
boot, wasn't it? Crossed the face, though, and actually went out of bounds. So angle was pretty tight. And the ball to be thrown in deep left full forward pocket region for Nyabing Rural Services, sponsoring that last term. As it counts down, Kirk involved once again for the Bulldogs. They're desperate down there to try and stop another Cougars goal. There's Rucks again to do battle. Ball's thrown up. It was one Bronson Harry over the top. Peter Joyce over the top once again. Hand pass came out from Johnson at ground level. Howie fighting hard. Got it out to Ryan Smith. Trying to go through was Kingston. He over the top to Coleman. Bit of a swinging
Skill
and
level's
miss.
gone down, Spirit. They're out of legs, I think.
I think so. It comes to Stockton Shotter, who gave it to Austin Shotter, who turned and said, bugger this, let's kick a goal. And goal on the board for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Nice bit of play, just persistence. And on the Toolmart scoreboard, 14 goals, 8 to the Cougars. 8 goals, 5 to the Wagin Bulldogs here in the last quarter. That's probably, be fair to say, it's lacking a little bit of fizz in the last quarter. Spock?
Yeah, it is, mate. Like, that was just persistence and a few handballs and scrambled and that, but Austin Shotter ended up on it and put it straight through the middle. That's his third for the day.
And the ball is brought back to the centre. Nyabing Rural Services sponsoring the last term for all your rural needs. Agents for Australia Post and Star Trek and Toll, 12 Richmond Street, Nyabing, as the ball's got back to the middle. And I think Telfer doing a bit of a jog around the square. So, Dare in the ruck. One over the top by Coleman. He's got a pretty good leap on him. Ground level. It was a nice pick up down there by Stubbs, but put down. Goes in after the ball. Out wide. Kingston trying to pick it up. Just can't. Went for the toe poke at ground level. Hand pass was shoved out. Good work. Sees the ball go from Searle, but in front was Ryan Taylor. Marks it on his chest. Sees Byron Blevin, who's very creative out of defence. Marks the ball. Runs. Places it long. Going maybe for Marwick. Couldn't get there, but...
Joey Woods.
Yeah, Joey Woods was a nice grab. The kick was a bit wonky as it went inboard. Ryan Smith was there. Hand pass. It comes back to Ryan Smith. He says, Margaret, I'll have a go. And the ball goes across the face and out of bounds for a throw-in, or maybe out in the full. Might be out in the full the way Bronson Harry ran back and grabbed the ball. So no score on the board. And Harry's going to drive it long. Fisted away by Dare. Ground level. Stockton Shotter. Twists and pirouettes while he was getting tackled. Hits the ground. He's going nowhere. No, he's going to get
Pink for
holding the ball. Well, he did do a bit of twisting and turning, but it was a pretty hot call, perhaps. So, with the ball, Josh Kirk gets the ball long, gets back. Byron Blevin. Well, it was a bit of a volleyball hit, that one. It went forward at ground level. Quick hands by Dare was excellent, but a good tackle by the Wagin Bulldog. No prior opportunity. Umpire blows the whistle. We'll have a ball up. Might have been Coleman putting on a good tackle there. As almost getting towards the centre half forward position for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. We'll have a ball up. Dare in the ruck. Came to ground level though. Over the top, working hard. Was it Telfer for the Bulldogs? As the pack formed and the umpire blew the whistle, he says, come on boys. Stockton Shotter, the last one to get up with the ball. Rucks go to it once again. Pack forms. Nice pick up by Ryan Smith. Good work by Ryan Smith. Just couldn't get any distance on the kick. Goes back doors. Ryan Smith can have another go. No, swings the hand pass back to Ryan Taylor. Piercing kick out wide to Byron Blevin, runs onto it. Just steadies himself. Now he lays. That's an excellent kick. Smith, he just couldn't quite reach.
Sun might have been in his eyes, Sperry.
Yeah, just something. Just couldn't quite make it happen. It's touched. It's gone out of bounds. We will have a throw in. No, it's gone out of bounds on the full. Well, it's interesting. As the ball to be brought back in and kicked by his right foot, Bronson Harry, not his left foot. That's interesting. As he goes with a long kick, it's tied up just on the right half forward flank region for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. As Rucks, once again, Dare wins the ball down. Gibson fights hard, but it's going nowhere. And we just got to keep doing it over again until we can get it cleared. Dare maybe got the best of it. Woods was there. Got a feeling we're going to have to repeat the dose. 14 goals, 8 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 8 goals, 5 to the Wagin Bulldogs here in the final term. Counting away. Dare in front. Got the best of it. Knocked it away. Gee, big tackle and throwing the ball.
Good the whistle there, Mr. Miller.
Yes, as young Prowse was unfortunately tackled, and Kingston to come up with a free kick for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. In scoring range, do you think, Spock?
I don't think so, Sperry.
Just a bit too far. As he looks, he is going to lay it off. He goes wide with the kick. There's some numbers out there, and a good mark taken by Blake White for the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Sun was beaming down on him as well, and an opportunity here for team goal number 15.
Hasn't been many big marks today, Sperry.
No, there's been. You would think there would be more, but there's been a lot of more pack or one-on-one type or use of body type marks. So it was a good effort anyway. In he comes. Blake White. Long kick. Gee, I think it might have cleared the pack as well. Touch, says the goal umpire. One behind only. Tilmart scoreboard. 14 goals, 9. It is to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, leading the Wagin Bulldogs 8 goals, 5. And ball has been brought in. Having a look, kick went forward. White got dragged down, got the hand pass out though, coming through. It was a nice pick up out there. Swings over the top to Stockton Shotter. He's tackled, dispossessed. Goes forward to Austin Shotter, tried to pop it out, trying to go through heavy traffic and ended up with Sheldon Taylor. He went back doors. Sutherland was the man that was up there as well. Taken high to the young player in Prowse for the Wagin Bulldogs, and he is going to come up with a free kick. Prowse with the ball. Wants to switch play. Sees Manuel. It's a dangerous kick, but I think it might have to go back.
50 metres.
And 50 metres to boot. Man on the mark, perhaps not listening to umpire instructions. Kick goes forward. Young Prowse. Good, reliable defender he is for the Wagin Bulldogs. Just a young player. And not a very big build either. So, lays on the kick to Josh Kirk.
Different build to Kirky anyway.
Yep. It's almost, well, yeah. Kirk goes with the kick. Long back of the pack. Ward. Ryan Taylor read it best. Ran onto it. Underground kick goes out to Perrin. He's quick on his feet. One way then the other. Kick goes out in front of Byron Blevin. Bounce just pops up for him now. He's on right centre wing. It's a wobbly kick. Woods is in front. Bad bounce. Getting back was Adams. It was a nice pick up by Adams under pressure. It was a high kick. Blake White was there and he's got interfered with and he's going to come up with a free kick. No, it's going to go, I would have thought, yeah.
Couple of scores around the ground. Sperry's at three-quarter time. Canning Wanderers 30 goals 8 to Narrogin 4-5. And Wiki had come back. They're in front at three-quarter time. 8-8 to Williams 8-4.
Oh, what a cracking game. Anyway, there's 50 metres here to boot, and we see White coming right to the goal square, and no doubt should kick the goal. Nearly kicked into the man on the mark.
Bit casual.
But it was a goal on the board. Tilmart scoreboard is 15 goals 9 to the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 8 goals 5 to the Wagin Bulldogs. So we've got a 99 playing 53. So
that's a block of beer, Sperry. 99 back in the shearing.
Yeah, definitely was. So, you know, a margin of about 46 points in favour of the Kukerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the last term. Brought to you by Nyabing Rural Services for all your rural needs. Agents for Australia Post, Star Trek and Toll in Richmond Street, Nyabing, and all your farming requirements. Rucks go to it, Dare, won it down comfortably. Ground level, toe poke went out. Hills was the race of the ball. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 situation now. Woods does a bit of a shepherd, getting onto it as Perrin drives the ball forward. In front was player in Marwick, was it? No?
Shotter.
Shotter it is, Austin. He goes into the corridor. Pack forms, goes the other side of the pack, ground level. Great pick up. Going past was Johnson. Johnson got the kick away and Marwick was underneath it, right on the behind post. And he's marked it. He wants to play on and snap.
Wrong side of the footy, I think.
I think so. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, that's a goal on the board. Well, that's pure class and skill and a fantastic goal. A contender for the Sports Power Narrogin. Goal of the day, Tilmart scoreboard. 16 goals 9 to the Cougars, 8 goals 5 to the Wagin Bulldogs, and that's 105 playing 53. So 52 point margin, I'm trying to say. in favour of the Cougars. And a cracking goal as well, Marwick. Gee, that must be goal number 9.
I've got down for his ferry, I think.
Okay. Well, he's had a pretty good day out.
I don't know how much time's left, whether he's got time for another one or not.
Not sure. We're certainly counting down. Putland over the top, ground level, was taken, and a good kick for the Bulldogs. Sees the ball go forward, picked up by Ryan Taylor. He drills the kick out, but Putland's there and takes a nice reach and a good mark. Goes with the kick as he goes forward, but getting back was Lockie Ward in defence for the Cougars. Ward with the ball. Looks not sure which way to go at the moment, but he decides to flick it wide. Out there was a player in Stockton, Shotter.
How long have we got?
Shotter with the ball. He goes with the kick long towards the left centre wing or 3-on-1 situation, but Tommy Flay picked it up beautifully. Swung the hand pass out to Putland. Putland, it's a horrible kick off his boot. Goes underground. Chopped off by Peter Joyce. Gets the hand pass to Ward. Now Lockie Ward goes with the kick wide. Out there was White. Back of the pack, Putland picked it up. He's crashed into the ground by White. Nearly fell on White. Could have hurt him too. As they go to pick him up. A little bit slow to get up. Putters as well. Well, it's a pretty heavy weight to come crashing down on a...
Putland's been very steady today.
Oh, he's been playing very good footy over recent weeks. Has Jake Putland, having a red-hot crack, and he's good. White picks it up. Gets the hand pass to Kingston. As the siren sounds, indeed, to finish the game of footy out here today, the Liberty Rural match of the
Not
day.
all over yet, Sperry. There's a bit of a scrap on
Oh,
there.
okay. Well, a little bit of interviewing around the ears going on out there. I was looking down, but I'm sure it'll settle down because it's almost time for a few refreshments, perhaps. On the Toolmart scoreboard, we see the Cougars run out winners, 16 goals, 9, 105. Defeated the Wagin Bulldogs, 8 goals, 5 in 53, and a margin of 52 points in favour of the Cougars on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here in downtown Nyabing. And that last quarter was brought to you by Nyabing Rural Services for all your rural needs. Agents for Australia Post and Star Trek and Toll in Richmond Street, Nyabing. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to sort ourselves and come back very soon with a wrap of today's proceedings.
I'll get some off you before I go. I'll get enough for a little while, but I'm just going to run out later on. Yeah, I might just get a tag off you. I'll give enough. I'll get some tomorrow morning or whatever.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Great Northern.
Yeah, 3.5, yeah.
3.5 and
3.5, yeah, Great Northern. Yeah. Whatever you got, 3.5.
Yeah, grab yourself one, dude. I don't know if I remember the song, Sperry.
Oh, I should have said it's the first win of the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should have jumped all over that.
Should have beaten Boddington a couple of weeks ago. Wrong, had a shot with 4 minutes to go that would have put us in front from 30 out and missed. And then a minute and a half to go, he had another shot and fucking missed that as well. Put us in front.
A lot of good players for you guys today. Shit.
Once they shut stuff down, they fucking well come with it.
Yeah. Yeah, this young paid player.
From?
Perth or somewhere.
Yeah, but like, he learned to right. Like, he's just lazy once he got taken out of it. Like, he didn't really fucking work hard enough to...
He'd be